Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. Yo. You already know what it is, man. We back it again with another one. I'm your boy KT. This is my crazy ass friend Beans.
What's going on, y'all?
Hey, it's the Social Norm. Today is the last day before we start the new year, 2025, on our way. And today's episode, we figure we call it What We Leaving
2024.
in 2024. Because we definitely got to leave some things behind. Me and him, before we started the episode late today, because we've been sitting here talking about how we want to move forward with the channel, how we want to move forward with the podcast, with anything we want to do with this show. So, because we starting something new in 2025. So let's go ahead and get into it. Beans. Oh, before we get into it, hit the like button. You already know what it is, man. Hit the subscribe button. We appreciate everybody who's rocked with us since you've been rocking with us. I feel like that's need to be said. Because I do appreciate anybody who comes on the videos and actually just hits the like button or subscribe, comments, and just interacts with us. I appreciate all y'all for real. Because you don't have to do that. There's so much stuff out there in the world. But being honestly, I started today. Like, I had to really refocus myself. You know, I don't know what it is, but going into the new year, everybody starts sitting there saying, I'm in the same place I've been at.
Yeah, you start to reflect.
Or you look back and say, yo, I've done so much from where I was at because I've been consistent.
Yeah.
So I realized for myself, if I don't get rid of certain things, I will never have room for something new. So I, in my process of trying to lose weight, trying to get to where I want to be physically, I said, you know what? I got to get rid of all these. Because at one point I was a 5X. That's what I wear. I was a 5X, 4X. Now I'm starting to get into that 3X range.
Okay.
So my girl was like, yo, you know what you need to do? You need to go ahead and go through your clothes and get rid of all the 4 or 5Xs.
Yeah. Because the old you.
That's the old me. I'm fighting with that because I was like, I don't want, but no, see, if I keep the 5Xs around, the 4Xs around, I'm pretty much telling myself, hey, you're going to go back to that.
Yeah. You're keeping the door open.
Yeah. So it's almost like you dating a girl. Why keep the lines of communication? If y'all break up, end it. That lets you know I'm moving on. So I said, okay, I'm going to go through all my stuff. And I actually had put a whole bag of clothes, realizing like, yo, I got so many clothes I do not wear. Now, how am I supposed to wear some new fresh shit if I keep piling all this stuff? I'm a hoarder a little bit. Yeah. I've been hoarding, and my grandma was a bad hoarder. My mom was a hoarder. So I was like, okay, I can't do this no more. So now I'm going through everything,
get rid of it.
Equipment, everything with the podcast, everything. If I'm not using it, it's got to go.
Yeah, I get it. I do it. I do the same thing just about every year. I go back, I look at my house, and I haven't done the clothes in a while, and I think I need to do that too.
Yeah.
But
because you need something fresh, dude.
Yeah.
Every so many years, like I got clothes. I still have clothes from when I was in high school, dude.
Yeah, I
got clothes I was in college. I'm like, yo, this is how crazy it is. Ray, watch this. I got so much clutter. I realized I bought the same pair of pants twice.
Oh, yeah.
Because what happened was I bought a pair of jeans, must have lost them somewhere in a pile of clothes, a pile of bags, or whatever case may be. And I'm like, yo, you know what I need? I needed some like nice pair of jeans because I don't have any. I forgot about them. I went to the same store and bought the same exact pair of jeans without realizing I had the pair of jeans. So I'm like going through my stuff now, and I'm like, these are the exact same pair of jeans. I said, this is some bullshit.
You don't bought this.
Now I'm about to show you something else. Ray, watch this. I'm gonna go out there and grab them. I'm going through my closet. I find these shoe boxes. Do you know I found 2 pairs of shoes with dust on outside the boxes of shoes? They've never been worn.
Don't feel too bad. I found a pair of shoes yesterday. I forgot I bought them.
You're not getting it. These is Jordans.
Oh yeah.
Let me go get them right now.
Buying Jordans and forgetting to wear them. Oh, here they go.
Just so you don't think I'm lying to your ass.
I see the boxes.
Look at the dust. Watch it. I want y'all to see this. See it? You see this dust? That's dust. Now, beans.
The box is ashy.
Open that box. Open that box.
Wow, I never knew you even had these.
I didn't either. Do
They
these not look like the freshest
nice.
pair of shoes?
They nice though.
I know they are. I bought another pair of white shoes because I didn't know, not Jordans, but I bought another pair of white shoes because I don't have white pair of shoes. I need a white pair of shoes.
Wow.
Now these,
They're nice.
Yo, man, it's almost 4:30. I gotta get the fuck out of here.
fuck the intro at this point. So look at it. I bought these shoes.
How patriotic.
Never wore them. This like, yo, how did I must have got to deal with something on these. I'm like, okay. But I'm just like,
don't feel too bad. I found some Pumas that I haven't worn. And I found some I bought some LeBrons. I think the LeBron 2 or 3, I think they was. Bro, I forgot them.
do you not know how just cleaning myself, I found $1 and I found a pair of shoes. I'm like, yo, this is Christmas. I got an extra Christmas gift that I didn't even realize I had.
Listen, every winter, I kid you not, every winter I go through my coats because I usually find at the very least
$50.
$20, $30 in my coats.
And it's like,
always.
Yep.
Always.
I mean, one time I had some pants. They were hung up on a liner, hanger. I take them out to put them on. I hadn't worn them in a long time. You know, I had $200 in that damn. I'm sitting there looking like, golly, like I'm checking all my pockets now. $200.
Listen, I found $200 under my driver's seat a couple of months ago. I was like, Jesus, what am I doing?
It wasn't your passenger seat?
No, it was my driver's seat. It was me. No, I found her. I couldn't. Yeah, so trust me.
But you know how much of a win that is when you finally find something and you're like, yo, and it come at the best time too. And you're like, yeah, I was short. I'm a little tight on money.
Yep.
Oh damn, God, you got me.
So yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm gonna go through my stuff.
Go through it
every year.
And it's not just the household. You got to go through and clear out all the stuff that you need, that you've been wasting away, just letting it sit there. You got to go through. I told her, I said, we got to start going through our phone. Like I'm letting go of the apps. I'm letting go of the Facebook. I'm letting go of the Instagram. I'm letting go of all these different things. If it's not bringing a return on my investment for me, the biggest thing I'm letting go of that I had to really sit there and is the Jets.
Oh yeah, it's been rough.
Listen, I don't know if y'all know this. As y'all can tell, I'm a very big Jets fan. I've rooted for my team since I can remember about watching football. At some point, you have to say, enough's enough.
You see, look, what you're going through now, I went through back in 97.
It's holding me back so much.
It is.
I've spent thousands.
I mean, you went to games.
I've been to games.
Home
and you're not talking about just the tickets. I'm talking about the travel, the hotel, the rental car, the food, the drinks, all these different things I've done to
show your
support, to enjoy the team, knowing wholeheartedly we're not going to win. That we're not going to go to the playoffs.
But I'm gonna say there was a few surprises. Now I'm not a Jets fan, but there was a few surprises. I remember one time we were talking at work, and you talking about, oh, the Jets are gonna beat the Cowboys, and I'm looking like, there ain't no way the Jets gonna beat the Cowboys. There's no way.
Yeah,
and I'm glad I didn't bet on it because that night
they won.
They tore through them. I was like,
see, this is the thing about my team. I know when we're gonna win. I know when we're gonna win. When we ain't. I talk shit every time.
Every time.
But if you ask me about putting money up on the Jets, I'll tell you right now, if you bet against the Jets, you would be a multi-millionaire. There are certain teams that just get it done on both ends. And the Jets are one of them. We get it done on the losing end. So I had to realize for myself, why am I associating myself or putting I'm never going to just give up on the Jets.
No,
but why am I putting in all this time and energy? And not only that, why am I letting my feelings about something I cannot control, which is the Jets' outcome of wins and losses, affect my mood and what I need to accomplish for myself?
And that's the crazy thing. We know people at work. Buffalo loses.
They're done.
Their week is over.
Their week's over. They're pissed off. They're not focused on themselves. They focus on the team. So what I'm saying is, for y'all who listening to this video, it might not be the Jets. It might not be a sporting team. It might be something else. It might be an actor, a TV show, a video game, something that causes you to be consumed by it, and it's not bringing you the investment you're putting into it.
Yeah.
You're not getting nothing out of it.
You know what ruined football for me?
What?
I kind of started to wane away from it because the game done changed.
Yes, it's not football no more, dude.
No, I like the thug era of football where people were
with a hit stick, and it was like, you just got dominated.
Yeah, the celebrations. Yeah,
get your bitch ass up.
Yeah, like love that stuff.
That was real football.
Can't do it no more. I grew up with Dion doing the
high step. You know, Ray Lewis ending people. Troy Polamalu jumping over piles of
Randy Moss just take.
Come on, man.
T.O. What's his name?
Chad Johnson.
Ocho Cinco. What's Jerry Rice?
Rice.
Come on, man.
Come on. That's what I'm saying. That's when football. Junior Seau. It was guys you really got to see.
So and when those people started to like retire.
You said I'm gonna go out with them.
I was going out with them. My team was Philly, and I always wanted.
You know what I'm realizing? Sports are kind of like wrestling, WWF, WWE. Everybody's got their genre,
got their generation,
and what was fun for them.
Yes,
and at some point, it lose, it wanes off. You're the boys. You were the superheroes, just like cartoons. Our Ninja Turtles. Yeah. Our Power Rangers aren't the Power Rangers that they're watching today.
No, it's with everything, even music.
That's it. You have your genre. Listen, to this day, I don't listen to the new shit.
No, it's very rare.
It's only a couple people that I listen to. But for the most part, if you ask my girl when we in the car, I'm listening to the shit I listened to when I was growing up.
Yeah, me too.
And I ain't even lie. Some of the stuff I listen to is I ain't talking about hip hop. I'm listening to Temptations. I'm listening to Michael Jackson. Yeah. I'm listening to stuff that the young kids ain't like, who the hell is that?
Exactly.
So I realize it's for football for me. Instead of me frustrating myself with the rules of today, I might as well just wean myself off of it and let it be what it's going to be. If my team ever becomes where they're going to run, I'm going to watch them. I'm going to cheer for them, but I'm not going to let my life be surrounded by that.
Exactly. I don't even watch football no more.
I know you don't.
Don't even watch it. And then my thing, what ruined it for me was somebody said, I was talking to another person who doesn't watch football. He said, "You know why I don't watch football no more?" He said, "I'm watching other people live out their dreams."
Hey,
what's going on?
Oh, you look nice. She got her hair all done up. So, and that's true. You are sitting there watching millionaires play a sport.
Yeah, they work their ass off to get.
So why not step away? Then that's what I want to do. I'm not involving myself in nothing that is not gonna correlate to me being successful.
Exactly.
Anymore.
And that's where I'm at with it. It's so much more freeing because I walk around at work and watch the people, man, I can't believe they lost on the last stuff. I'm just like, my day is fine. I have no
and that's what I'm saying. Like, why am I letting these things control me? Yesterday, I literally, after the loss, after hearing people blow my phone up, message me on
I knew they
social
was coming
media.
for you.
Oh, they come, and it's like you're coming for a person who I haven't. Have you heard me say anything to anybody
No.
that hasn't come forth towards me?
No.
My
And that's
team
the-
is 4-12.
Ooh.
What do I need to say to anybody? Nothing. So for them to come at me like, you're literally stepping on a man who's got like terminal cancer. Like you've already like
kicking you while you're down.
That's it. You're kicking me down, and not for nothing. I'm 4-12. I'm not even competition to you. Why are you even trying to?
You're adding insult to injury.
That's it. So I'm like, I'm over it. I'm letting y'all do you. Good luck.
Yeah.
I hope y'all do what y'all do, or do what y'all been doing. Either way, I'm not worried about
so
it.
invested in people are so invested in things that honestly they don't matter.
And the crazy thing about it, somebody always said, I remember watching this video and the guy said, do you today, like, watch yourself till somebody else watches you.
Mm-hmm.
Why are you watching other people? You're not living if you're watching other people.
That's true.
And we get so distracted with video games, with TikTok videos, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and you're watching other people live out their dreams instead of watching you live out your own.
Like it literally ruined sports. And it ruined, I don't want to say it ruined it, but it kind of opened my eyes to a lot of things. I used to like watch basketball too. Warriors was my favorite team. Don't even watch basketball anymore.
See, this is the thing. I don't have a problem with watching sports because it's competition.
Yes.
But the thing is,
you need competition.
If you love competition, then why aren't you in competition with yourself?
Exactly. Why
are you not sitting around and saying, okay, I made this amount of money this year. I need to double that. I've got this much influence. I need to double that.
Yes.
You know, and I'm realizing I need to why don't people take their purpose seriously more than they do distractions of video games, TV shows, their job, their 9-to-5?
Because it's easier to be distracted. It takes nothing. It doesn't take no energy.
And that's it.
To be distracted.
Being
nothing.
Comfortable. That's the problem with us and everybody else in 2024. You have to let go of being comfortable and focus on, okay, how can I get better?
I will say this is the first year in a long time that I actually feel satisfied with the moves that I made this past year.
Yeah.
I didn't sit around and procrastinate like I normally do. No, and that's what but I actually feel for the first time that I'm actually on my way towards something.
Do you want to get in on this? Or you just want to sit there and okay. Well, there's a chair in there if you want to grab it. Yeah, so that's good. You gotta have and that's the thing. Going after 2024, you need to look at what moves you made, and if they're positive, keep continuing doing it. If they're negative, you gotta say, okay, how do I cut this off?
Yeah, that's very true.
I know me and my girl, we got something symbolic that we're gonna do where she bought some plates and different things to destroy that we're gonna write on certain things that we want to let go.
I like it
in our lives. And I was like, okay, yeah, I want to do that. Anything that's
almost like juju. You're almost doing juju around
What that mean? What that is?
Juju is like I don't want to say black magic, but that's the closest thing I can think of. But no, it's good. It's good.
No, it's black magic.
I'm not saying what you're doing is black magic. I'm not saying that, but that's the closest word I can think of to relate to juju.
Okay,
like writing.
Hold on.
Yes.
I told you about this. Now, if you want to if you gonna talk, you got to be on the mic. Nobody can hear what you're saying from the rafters. Do you want to talk? No. Okay.
It's a good thing though. Don't listen to me. That is great. That is very symbolic. It is.
So let's talk about what's some things you want to you want to let go?
What I want to let go is I don't know what the word this is for this, but like if there's an issue that you're having and you're talking about it and you're not doing anything about it.
Okay.
That I don't know what you call that. I don't know what you call that, procrastination or
yeah, that's what I would say.
Yeah,
Procrastinating problems.
Definitely let that go.
Talking about something but
And
not taking any action.
Yes.
Okay.
Uh,
Have you done that?
No, but I realize there are people like my family and stuff like
In
that
your life,
around
yeah.
me that do it, and I'm gonna stop
entertaining
it.
Okay.
Like if I come to you in like January and you got this problem, I come to you again in February, like March, and you still talking about that problem.
You know what I would say? Instead of not entertaining it, do you think maybe whatever the problem that they're arising, you take it personally, and because like, and you make it a negative on for your end because you have to hear it? Because like I remember I was telling my girl this. I said, instead of getting mad about something you can't control, why not figure out why you get mad about those things? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was talking about like having a car, like you want to get this car, instead of being happy on if you get the car or not, why not be happy? Like don't let the car have the control over you that you consider that's your only way of happiness. So you seeing your friend or family member or whatever who has a problem, why do you take it as a negative?
Yeah, I don't even get. Oh, thank you. I don't even get.
Thank you, babe.
I don't even get mad anymore. I just realized that I was, because at one point I was getting irritated because I was like, oh, you still talking about this? But after a while,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Why are you gotta ask yourself, why do you get irritated and let it consume your emotions?
Yeah, I realized that I'm not. I told myself I'm not gonna get mad about it anymore.
That's it.
I'm just gonna be like, look,
this is who they are.
This is who you are, and that's what you want to be. You're gonna have to be that over there.
You can't change people. It is easier to change yourself than it is to change them.
It is. So I'm learning to maneuver around these people. If I see them and they start talking like that again, because
I'm realizing
I remove myself from the conversation.
Because I'm realizing that even me, like, everybody's got that person, whether it be their dad, their mom, brother, sister, girlfriend, that just gets under their skin, right? Yeah. They say something, they act a certain way, they are a certain way of how they deal with things, and it just pisses you off.
Yeah, my family was big on it. They were
right.
They were top of the list for a while.
But why let them have? You're giving them the control.
That's true.
If you get pissed off by how they are, instead of just accepting who they are and say, okay, that's them. I got to move on from that. I can't sit there and try to fight them being who I want them to be.
I've learned that this year I had to learn to put them over there.
That's it.
Stay over there.
I'm cool with you.
Oh, there it is.
You knew it was only about a matter of time for listen, it was a matter of time. She tripped, knocked something over. Right. I know you do. You always doing that. I used to think it was like I was confused about how she trips and falls and knocks things over and her awareness. I'm literally flabbergasted by how she does it, but not only how she does it, but how consistently she does it.
I'm consistent.
It's not like a every week thing. It's every day thing.
I think there's some people who are just I hate to say clumsy. I don't know how else to say it.
That's it. When I say, and the thing is, it's not even just her. It's her, like her family line of women.
Oh, it's a family tree.
Family tree. Like she's about to knock some over right now. Like literally. And she's like, the other day we was talking and she was like, well, I don't like that you just try to like maneuver things because you think I'm gonna knock something over or whatever. I said, I'm not doing that because I don't trust you. I'm doing that because you've shown me that I shouldn't trust you. And I told her, I said, you've literally done. I've sat back and let you do things, thinking that maybe you'll overcome what you are, and it's just been destruction. and I blame myself because I could have prevented it. So she does, and then, so now I don't. I'm like, oh, hold up, watch turn it, and she doesn't like that, but it's the truth. Like, there's no other way to do it.
Well, maybe you should just let her do it.
I need my things, dude. I need them.
You breaking stuff? You knocking stuff over?
Dude, she knocks things over so much. She bumps into things, knocks things over. I literally, if I'm in the room and she's in a room by herself long enough,
you just hear stuff.
I just hear things falling. Boom, doom, doom. I said, what? I said, what's that? I'm okay. I'm fine. It's okay. Don't like. So I have to kind of watch her.
Okay, I
When he was surprising me with my big Christmas gift, he was recording me walk in the house, and I fell coming in the house.
Oh, listen,
bro.
I think I honestly think. I hate to generalize this, because even women that I've dated were just plain old.
Men's
just
reflexes are naturally different.
Yeah.
Okay, maybe they are, but
not all men and not all women, but the majority of men have better reflexes, and the minority of women have good reflexes.
Well, yeah, that's probably why men are better drivers than women,
and naturally better at sports.
My thing is this.
I don't care if someone come at me.
I don't understand how her brain works so fast with talking, but it doesn't work when it comes to the world outside. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Are you left-handed or right-handed?
Left.
Which means she uses another side of her brain that other people do not use.
What do you mean when it comes to the world outside?
I mean,
I might be able to explain my brain.
Okay, when she's talking, right? For me to absorb what she's saying, she gives so much information. So I know her brain is moving a lot faster than my brain is processing
it.
So I'm thinking that if that's how her brain works, she should process things faster outside here when you can see something about to happen. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I process it, and I'm looking at her like, you don't see that this is about to, like, you about to cut yourself, or you about to burn, or this about to flip over, or this about to fall. She don't see none of that. And then
I can't predict. That's kind of predicting.
When these things are happening, are you talking, or are you doing something else when these things happen?
My mind. So I have
ADHD. She talking.
So that is part of it. My mind is like a race car, and my body is not catching up to it.
Okay, you're not focused on what's in front of you.
Yes. Yes.
No.
And if you are, I guess the ADHD makes it okay. This is the cup, but this is the box.
Like example, like when she's driving, right? There's a red light. You know it's a red light. You know she for some reason doesn't trigger in her mind that I should start slowing down. I'm at 35 miles an hour and I got about 20 feet before I have to be at a complete stop. I have to remind her and say, hey, start slowing down. Like, what we doing? There's a car right here. You're about to run into him.
Do you think a lot when you drive?
I think a lot in general. My mind almost doesn't stop.
And then maybe the mind's going so much. She's not focused on what's in front of you.
Thinking about how I want to pick that up. I want to move this. I want to, that's where my mind is. Sometimes I can't even focus because it's everywhere.
Yeah. So I just okay. And then the other day we was in the room. And this is what I don't understand. I'll be laying in the bed.
Every time.
My feet are hanging over the bed. She comes in.
Same spot.
She comes into the room,
mm-hmm.
and she hits my feet, And I'm like, what do you like? What you? I'm stationary. I'm not moving. She comes in, hits my feet. I said, yo, I said, what you doing? She said, oh, my bad. I didn't mean to hit you. Cool. She walks out. She comes in again, hits my feet. And I'm like, what are you doing? I'm sorry. Did I do it again? And I'm like, yeah. Like, even like if I'm sitting there, she'll step on my feet. She'll step on my feet. And I'm like, what are you doing? Ow. Oh, my fault. And she'll walk by, come back, and she'll step on my feet again, coming back this way. And I'm like,
perception, because I walk on tables all the time too.
And I'm like, are you? At one point, I had to ask her, I said, are you purposely trying to step on my feet? It's not cool.
I might have thought to say like, look,
that's what I'm thinking. I'm like, yo, you're doing this shit on purpose, dude. I'm pissed. Like I'm getting mad at her.
Is this podcast about me today?
No, but I just think now you brought it up.
Yeah.
I wish that would go out of 2024. We're letting that go. And then the other, and so the same day. This is all in like in a 30-minute span, dude. She has stepped on my feet 3 times. So now at this point, I'm just like, yo, like put my hands in front of her, make sure she'll, because like I gotta put shields up because I'm scared she's gonna step on my feet. You know, she got shoes on. She ain't even got like her regular just. Oh, and then so then she goes and trips over something. And she tripped over it to where like she caught herself, but she tripped over it 3 times. And I just said to her, I said, it's a shame that we all know how you're going to die. Like you're going to die from tripping over and busting your head open on something. What? And no one's going to be around.
Oh my God.
Like that's what it's got to be. There's no other way I see her.
And it's funny because I'll trip and fall over something and he'll be like, babe. And I'll be like, I fell. Like that's a good excuse. Like I tripped.
You ever play sports or anything like that?
No.
Yeah. Any of the women in your family?
I played volleyball for a little bit, but I was forced to play volleyball.
Because it almost
none of her sisters played any sports. The only sister that I guess kind of does something, it runs. And I don't even know what kind of form she's in.
She still does.
Okay, maybe she doesn't. But none of her sisters are athletic. None of them. They're all when I say they're all clumsy.
Yeah, it almost sounds like
my sister.
It sounds like coordination.
Yep.
Like I'm at the point now where I'm trying to understand how she made it to the age she is without broken bones. Like, have you ever broken any bone?
Not one.
Yeah, fine. Are you the only lefty in the family?
Me and my mother.
You don't.
I'm just trying to find
because I'm left-handed. Don't use that lefty shit.
No,
I'm left-handed.
No, my brain is just trying to. That's how my brain works. Though I'm trying to find a correlation between all of them.
I think it's like we're just oblivious to. For me, I really believe that we just don't know where we are in comparison to other things.
I believe she's doing too much at one time.
Also, that could be it.
And not focus and I'm not even trying to be fun, like with cooking, with anything. I'm just like watching her do it, and she's like sometimes not always the safest.
But it gets done. But did you die?
You almost did. I just stopped it from happening. That's the thing. I be stopping a lot of things from her about to hurt herself.
Hey, we went dating for a year.
Yeah. I've saved you 37 times.
Who saved me all the other years? Myself.
No.
The Lord.
Probably some other man or somebody else been watching you.
Watching me like I'm a child?
That's the thing she don't get. Yes. You have to be watched, babe. In certain categories. Not in all, but in a lot of things, you got to be watched. She said, I'll give you a watch. Oh, well. But,
anything. Other things I realized I had to let go is I've always had this thing, and you know me. I used to get furious when people would ask me to borrow money. Or people would ask me for money, like people on the street.
Yeah.
Like it used to infuriate me. And I had a revelation earlier this year on why it would make me mad.
Okay.
So I realized that the reason why I would get mad at these people on the street, like legitimately, like poor people will ask me when it pissed me off, is because I realized that in my circle where I'm at, I'm usually the one they come to and ask for money.
Okay.
Like
so you hang around broke motherfuckers.
Unfortunately, I had to realize that. You know what I mean? So by the time, and it would frustrate me, and by the time I would get out to the street, you got this homeless guy.
He come over there.
Like, hey brother, you got $1, and I'll be at my tipping point by then.
Okay, so you realize where it's stemming from.
Yeah, where I had to sit, because for years I was like, man, why does it piss me off so much when people on the street ask me for money? Like, it used to infuriate me.
Why? Let me ask you this: for everybody in your circle to be asking you for money, that must mean you've been giving some money.
No, they see me give like my parents. I've always, the only people I've ever really given money was my parents.
So you giving money to your parents tell them that you gave them some money, and now they.
That's probably what they were doing, and then they would, different friends.
Probably like, yeah, my son just gave me $200. He doing well for himself.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And then I would get like phone calls, and then
maybe they ask your parents for money, and they're like, I don't got it. He gave me this, and they're like, oh. Okay.
So it's somewhere along the line, it became that, and I would always say no, but
people see, look, when they see you ain't, and I know you were married at the time, but you don't got no kids. You maybe, he's like, oh, what do you do for a living? Oh, how long you been doing that? Oh, they think, oh, he got a little bit of money.
Yeah, they see me work overtime.
See you doing on overtime.
So
maybe you buy your parents a nice real gift. Like a couple,
So after a while, it was starting to turn into that, and I was like, what? They were asking for some, but it made me realize, oh, okay, this is why I'm tripping, and I had to learn to, okay, this man is legit
needing help. I
cannot categorize him with other people in my circle.
A moocher.
Yeah, that's one of my biggest pet peeves is a moocher.
Can I hold some money?
Don't do that.
He just gave.
You got a whole man right here.
Yeah.
I was just.
She don't really ask me for no money, so.
That's good.
Yeah, go ahead.
Financial independence, man.
Yeah, that's good. Better for him than me. No, I give her some shit.
Oh, you will?
No, I ain't give you shit. I'm just saying that for the show. But you better go to work.
No, you would if I ask for it, because I don't ask. So I feel like every once in a while ask.
No, if you ask me for money, I'm gonna ask what it's for. I don't even want to.
I believe you have a right to.
Yeah, I ain't one of them. You just give you money and you ain't telling me what you doing with it.
One time I asked you if you had cash.
Yeah, she kept asking me to give her cash, or no, take her cash.
Oh yeah.
And give her.
Sell it to me so I could put it in my bank.
Yes.
My bank is virtual, so it's annoying.
So she didn't want to go do the right thing and
set her own account. Bank?
Well, I have USAA.
Everything's pretty much.
They're virtual.
There's no real bank. It's all online.
If you needed cash.
Well, they have a lot of ATMs where they don't charge a fee. I also my bank account, they pay me back up to like $5 a month.
So if you'll have ATMs that you can charge a fee, you do know you can go to ATM and deposit money, right? Okay, so now I'm learning what the real deal is. She's one of them people like my dad, She's one of them people where my dad, he want to do Amazon, but he don't want to do it through he won't put his credit card on there, so he don't trust it, but he gonna let you buy stuff through Amazon. Go ahead.
Well, they say how we deposit money would be through a money order, but I'm not paying money to put money in my account. I'm just not. I've never put money into an account via an ATM before.
So what you're telling me
I've
is
done it once.
You using me as the middleman to get something done for yourself that will cost you money.
It almost looks like money laundering almost.
Yeah,
That's what
exactly what it was.
I need you to take this money, put it in the bank,
Put it so you can put it in this account.
Yeah.
And mind you,
but it's not even an inconvenience for you. You have the money in the bank. It's not like I'm asking for $10,000.
it's not. Wait a minute.
You got the money in the bank, and I'm giving you cash before you even send it to me.
It's an inconvenience for me because nobody wants cash nowadays. Nobody uses cash.
Digital, everything's
you can't pay
digital.
your barber with cash.
I could.
Okay. You can't go buy food with cash. You can't go to the grocery store.
There are certain places you can't go. If you go to the Bill Stadium, you cannot buy food. You can't go buy a hot dog with cash.
When was the last time you went to the Bill Stadium?
This year.
This year, he says.
Yeah, this season.
That's not the only place that you go, though. Like, there's lots of places that you can.
Either way,
it's not that much of an
the whole issue was she didn't want to go get her own bank account.
I had 2 bank accounts. One of them is in Florida. The other one is virtual.
And I told her, I said, so you need to open up an account here that you can go to and deposit your money. She didn't want. Yeah, but see, this is the thing. Just like my father, you're going to keep using other people to get something done for yourself that you could do yourself. That's where
so I open up a bank account just so I could transfer money. No.
You got it.
No.
Right? What do you feel about that, Beans?
I'm trying to figure out how you have 2 bank accounts and none of them are like here.
For 8 years.
Thank you. Does that not make sense?
I lived in Florida for 8 years. I actually have 3 bank accounts now. The other one is also virtual. I think.
So she keeps doing virtual, but then wants to accept cash. Now, there's 2 options she could do. She can either get her a bank account here that's not virtual, that she can deposit her cash money, or she could stop, or you could stop accepting cash and have them virtually send it to you. But you don't do that. You keep trying to give it to me. See what I mean?
Babe,
I give options, and she this year. Oh, so it's pretty much just like as much as I've been to the Bills Stadium. So that's just what it, little things like that. You try to help them out as much as you can, Beans. That's all you do.
I've deposited money in through ATM. Oh, yeah. I deposited checks through ATM as well.
I've done checks through like picture.
I've done that too.
I say, I don't know what
I think you should do like
oh, damn, I just put.
Maybe you should go to like they're all kind of reputable. I can't think of a bank that's not.
Sorry about that.
All my banks are reputable. It's just USAA is virtual because they primarily serve the military, and military goes overseas quite often, and so they are worldwide. And
I thought that was just a military. I guess
I worked there. And it is. But I work there, so I have membership.
We're gonna watch a quick video. It's about 4 minutes long or whatever, and I want your opinion on this video.
Okay.
Hold on. Yep. Because this video really made me like this is what all men look at when they talk about women who just protrude certain energy that's like, I can't deal with her, versus women who you're like, I can see her getting having a man soon. All right, let's watch the video.
But like I said, our children will not be a burden to y'all like vice versa, because our kids live with their mama for the most part. If I take you serious with kids, your kids are going to be under my wing, which no, it's the truth. And you need to hear this, because at the end of the day, when I come, if I come home to you and you have children and you live with me, I got to bring 6 meals home instead of 2. You think I'm gonna just buy half the kids' food?
So basically,
I'm a man. I'm supposed to provide for my family. So hold on, and it gets deeper. I got to buy more bedrooms for a house. Okay, with me and you and 1 child, that's a 2-bedroom. But if you got 3, 4 kids, I got to get $4,000-$5,000.
So your babies ain't never coming over to visit?
Yes, they are, but
So
they don't live. They don't live there.
Your baby mama and your drummer neither.
Baby,
stop acting like.
Now you hear her, right?
Mm-hmm.
How mad and aggressive she is. What do you think about that situation right there, just as far as what he said?
Yeah, he's right though. If you want a man to take on your kids,
he gotta do everything.
He gotta do
like
everything.
They're his kids.
Yeah, like they're his kids. You're not gonna let a guy just be like, well, I just bought this food for my kids. You gotta figure out what you want to do with your kids.
Like y'all are men are not perfect. Stop it.
Okay, it's not about being perfect. It's just it is what it is. The truth is the truth. No matter how many kids a man has, as long as he's financially stable, he can date any woman he wants. It's not the.
I knew it was coming. I knew that was coming.
He's so predictable.
How am I predictable? It's the truth.
Because your statement always
if
back to I got the money. I got money. I got
that's
money.
My
I got
job.
money. I got money. But here's the thing. I'm gonna stop right there. Take it away. Say God forbid tomorrow you have nothing. Then what do you have left? How are you valuable to me?
She said, take it away. Take away all the money you have and everything. How are you valuable to me? I
still protect you.
This is just my opinion. You're not valuable to them.
Well, but
if you have nothing to bring to the table as far as money, status, cars, clothes, whatever, you ain't valuable to them.
Well, my problem is this: you can't complain. They're complaining that he's bringing up money, but that's
the number one factor that all women are basing if they want to listen to what you got to say or not.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have no, what you doing? Okay. if you ain't having no you don't got nothing going for yourself, why the hell they gonna listen to you?
That's true.
Why? Like, why would they sit around and be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do what you tell me to do, but you living at your mama house? Especially if they got more than you got.
Yeah, they definitely ain't gonna listen if they got more than you. Hell, I wouldn't listen to them. I got more.
Who would?
Sure.
So I get it, but like, so if she asks what value you bring nothing. And especially if you older, 30s, 40 years old, why the hell would you want to deal with a man who ain't got nothing at that age anyway?
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
How? Wait a minute.
Take it away.
Woo! I'm finna take it away.
I'm
finna take it away.
Woo, take it
Watch
away,
this.
child.
See, when women get their back against the wall, this is the type of shit they do. They go to.
Let
me speak. Jesus.
You need them.
Man, I'm sitting here listening to y'all, and every time I speak, y'all cut me off. Can I please speak?
Go ahead, finish.
I don't even want to go speak no more. Y'all go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead.
I want to hear what you got to say. No, I want to hear what you got to say.
No, I ain't.
Now that's the thing I'm talking about. I hate when you start trying to speak to a female, or really to anybody, and they keep interrupting you. They don't let you speak, and then when you finally get fed up of saying what you want to say, you just say, "Fuck it, go ahead, say what you want to say," because you ain't really trying to hear me. You just want to hear yourself talk.
No, especially when they ask you a question and you're trying to answer.
Yo, and I have to put my girl on. I have to keep it 100. She'll ask me a question and answer the question for me. And I'm like, why'd you even ask me if I can't even really answer it? Well, I already know what you're going to say. No, you don't know what I'm going to say. So I feel like a lot of people do that. My father, he's real good with that. He loves to tell you what you're going to say for what
I'm going to let you finish up. I'm just kidding.
See? And that right there will infuriate me. I'm like, yo, don't ask me a question and then answer the question for me. But now she's like, I want to hear what you got to say. Watch this.
You got nothing to say. Go ahead. I'm going to let
you
back against the wall right now.
Because you the financial guy. You the guy. Is your back against the wall. Because now you always piggyback to finances. I have money. Take it away.
Okay.
How are you valuable?
How am I?
Got his mind.
Hold on. No. I'm gonna tell you in the dough. money matters when it comes to a man. My job is to protect and provide. Okay. If I can't do those two things to start with, I am not a man. It start with protecting and providing.
What do you feel about that?
I mean, why am I supposed to do those things?
I agree with what he's saying.
Yeah,
I don't think you're a man if you can't protect nobody or provide for nothing for nobody. Then you're not a man. You're a dependent.
Then obviously it comes with all the other shit. But let's be honest, ladies. A man can have all this integrity and all this shit y'all talking about. If he's broke, you not gonna fuck with him. So stop the cap.
So
stop it.
If you my man and you have nothing, you have no money, how are you valuable to me?
At what age are we talking? Your age right
matter.
now? It does matter because if you're young, both of y'all supposed to be broke. You're young.
Right now.
Okay. Why would you be dating a man at 40-some years old with nothing?
Right now.
Let's start there.
You the one always.
I'm asking you a question.
You still have not answered my question.
And the question is what? Say it again so I can answer it one more time. Jesus Christ. I don't understand.
You have nothing. How are you valuable to me?
Okay. So you saying if you meet a man off the back,
you have nothing. How are you valuable?
But see, that's the
what
thing.
I'm saying is this. Hold on, butter.
You see how they going back and forth, and the communication is being dropped because he's asking her to explain what she's saying, and so he can understand it. And she just keeps saying the same thing.
Because she keeps saying if you have nothing, what is the circumstance? Is you talking about you with a man? Would you let me speak? Jesus Christ.
That's you all day, dude. You love me like Jesus Christ. Can I stop interrupting me?
Asking the question, what am I talking about?
Because you say because you listen for a second.
Do you see this energy? This energy is the type of energy that never. I got 100%. She don't got a man. 100%. There's no way a man could stand with this. He will jump in front of traffic. I don't know about you, but that's like my number one. If I feel like I cannot speak, I'm not gonna be dealing with you. Not 100%.
Argument
hold on.
Finances. You have nothing.
Okay.
Can the doctor help?
Once I understand what you're saying, but you're not listening to me because you keep saying nothing. You have to put what you're saying in context. Are you saying I'm a man that was with you that fell off, or you saying I'm a man that you met off initially and I ain't got shit? What is the scenario?
Listen, okay, so what Sabrina is saying, if you're a man coming into a relationship with her and you have no financial stability, nothing to offer, what is it that you can offer her as a man? Because we're saying that because you always piggyback on finances.
Yes.
What if you didn't have finances to offer? How are you valuable to a woman with no finances?
First of all, if you 40 years old and you ain't got no money, you are not valuable. You a piece of shit. That's number one. And number two, why would you be dating a man 40-some years old that ain't got shit?
That was simple. He stood exactly what he was talking about. That if you ain't got nothing at 40 years old, your life is halfway done.
Here goes the thing though. We see it all the time at work.
Oh, yeah, we do.
We see it all the time at work.
What are you talking about in the visiting room?
In the visiting room. They see some sort of value there somewhere.
Yes, I will agree.
You do it.
Value, this is the thing. Value comes in so many different forms. If you're looking for a provider, then they need to bring money. But this is the problem with a lot of men in today's world. A lot of women do not need men financially to the extent of that you know what I mean, to where like live or die, like you're so valuable to me because you're financially set. They are always going to look at that as a prerequisite. What's the word?
Prerequisite.
Yeah, prerequisite to deciding who's better. If we're both on the same playing field, but I make $500,000 a year and you make $40,000 a year, they're gonna probably pick me if we're evenly matched.
Yeah, that's a deciding factor.
But if you can be there emotionally for a woman to me, I've always felt emotional dependency is more important for a woman than financial dependency. Her brain works off of emotions. Every decision a woman makes is mostly by emotional feeling. So if you can get her emotionally wrapped into you, you could be broke as fuck, in debt, all these different things. She will still rock with you because women are based off of emotions.
Yeah. See it all the time. See it all the time at work.
And that's why the world is fucked up right now.
And it makes sense why when a women are incarcerated, the dude shows up.
No guy, unless you papoose. And look how that played out with him. Sucker.
God.
Dummy. So women have always done that. And and this is the real truth. This is why I say back in the day was so much better for women. And women don't realize it. That's why they did arranged marriages. They didn't do arranged marriages because women could make good decisions and who they wanted to be with. They did arranged marriages because they knew they got to put the woman in a position for success to be with somebody who could take care of her. Otherwise, she'd go with the only guy who makes her heart flutter and he broke as fuck.
Yeah, it's usually.
And she gonna have to sell her ass on the street because he ain't bringing no money in and she ain't that smart to come up with anything else, good ideas. So for a father and a mother, they realize, yo, we gotta get something out of this.
Mm-hmm.
We ain't gonna let our legacy just fail. Your ass gonna marry who we tell you to marry.
Mm-hmm. And they find a suitable.
And guess what? The guy who they chose to marry, you think the mother chose him?
Mm-hmm.
No. The father chose who she was gonna marry.
What was that, Woman King? Where they kept trying to set
that girl to
they told her to like an older guy.
Mm-hmm. He was like, no, she talked too much.
She's too unruly.
Too unruly. I'm not dealing with that.
And they were like, that's it.
He said, that's it. You got to go work for the king now. I can't do nothing for you. I tried to give you so many options, you couldn't do nothing because they knew women back then. Women couldn't own nothing and stuff like that.
Yeah, no man wanted her.
Yeah, because she don't listen, and she wasn't that cute in their mind. Yeah, she ain't that, But I think, and I lost my train of thought. Letting a woman, a man, if he don't bring nothing to value, as far as financial, you're really asking a woman back in the day, not now, because women nowadays, they making their money.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, they making more money than a lot of men.
That's true.
So they don't really need a guy for finances.
Money. Yeah.
But I don't think a woman can truly honor and love a man the way she need to love him.
If she makes more than him.
If not only she makes more than him, but if she is the provider.
Yeah.
Women don't know how to respect the provider position because it's not in their nature to do it. So they're always going to disrespect a man who needs to be provided for by a woman. They're always going to look at him as, you're not 100% a man because you need me to survive, other than me needing you. And she's destroyed something else. She looked over here to see me. Like, I already know.
I was hoping he didn't look over.
So, those are the shoes. Those are the shoes I was talking about.
But also, I just want to add a little bit into this. A lot of people can't switch roles either. Like, some men do still expect women to do their quote unquote women jobs, cooking, cleaning, taking care of the house while being the provider. There are some men that truly can be like, listen, you clearly make double of me. I'm going to take a step back. I'm going to take care of the kids. I'm going to take care of the house. There can be respect there.
I know somebody who does it.
I feel like when you put way too much on one person's plate, imagine if I had you paying all the bills, you were cooking, you were cleaning, and I just sat there and I did nothing.
And I know some women, I know some women who are in that position where God does everything and a man he resents her, and he's probably like, yo, he probably cheating on her.
I was in that position. and I had to get rid of her.
Being teammates. That's really the issue. It doesn't matter which role is yours. Granted, there's one that's a lot more natural for a man and one that's more natural for a female. But if we're not, I don't care what kind of team it is. If you are not pulling your weight, I don't respect that.
I'm gonna say this: the only way this works for a woman, and you got to be a special kind of woman to have a man where you're the provider and he cleans, cooks, and takes care of the kids, and you're both fine with it. The only way that happens is if the woman is doing her purpose of like what she loves to do. If she's doing any form of work where it's like a 9 to 5 and she ain't really loving that, it ain't happening.
Well, there are some women that are naturally like workers.
No.
And like, for example, I know some women that like their career is their passion and they don't even necessarily want kids because they don't want to be taken away from work. And the husband is like, hey, if you have kids, I'll take care of them. You're right. It will work that way.
If she, like I said, if it's her passion, if she don't like working that job, but it's a necessity for them to live, she's going to resent him at all times because women are always going to be like, well, I got to work if you here. They want to work where it's like, okay, I like doing this.
Sometimes we struggle to see the value in a man if he doesn't do his masculine job or what people label as a masculine job or his God-given, natural born, what men do, provide, protect. If you can't do those, if I can do it for myself, what do I have you for? If I can provide for myself, I naturally know how to cook. I know how to clean. I know how to take care of the children in the house. And I'm bringing home the bacon.
But women don't know how to take care of the children by themselves. Like they know how to nurture a child, but as far as discipline,
no, you're right.
They don't know how to do that
but
well.
As far as keeping them alive and taking care of them and loving them, and that does come natural. Yeah, discipline. It does.
Yeah, but see, this thing, keeping somebody alive don't take much.
But let's say we don't have children.
Okay.
If I'm providing and you're not providing or protecting, that's the majority.
Depends on what I'm providing, though.
If you're not providing, there's a lot of men who just.
You talking about financially? That's what I'm saying. A lot of women nowadays, they make so much money, they don't need a financial provider.
Some men think they don't have to provide anything else.
No.
Therefore, I don't see what you're for.
No. Women who are financially set for themselves don't need a financial provider. What they need, in so many words of word, they need a pimp. They need somebody who can give them emotional security because their brains don't work well. Like you said, they move too fast. They don't need somebody who's just giving finance. They need somebody who's going to emotionally trigger them to where they're like, okay, he loves me. He cares for me. He's checking up on me. He letting me vent and all this other stuff. That's what they need.
But that's not always, like, a lot of men, like, and I see it, whether the woman be very well off financially or not, even if they just make more money than them, they want to be couch ornaments. They think that presenting dick is enough.
That's another thing. Not even just emotional, sexual.
But guess what? We got other stuff for that. It's not the same.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
It is absolutely not the same. But it'll get the job done.
Look,
so that's all you're providing.
I think it comes down to what you value from that other person.
And based off of what we work and what we've seen, what the women value is the emotional connection of being able to speak and talk and vent and be there for them. A lot of men can't do both. A lot of men can't be a financial provider and emotionally be there for that woman. Women need a lot of emotional, I guess, I don't want to say therapy, but like
support.
There we go. A lot of emotional support.
And to an extent, we can get that from our friends. But I think that you guys don't realize, because you are men, you're inside your body, you don't realize sometimes the type of vibes that men give off. And I've seen a few videos like this where like you said, my mind has so much in it. And sometimes I'm so frustrated and I'm so overstimulated and I'm so overwhelmed. I don't know how I'm feeling. And all I want to do is cuddle. Not because I want to cuddle, but because when I lay my head on your arm, on your chest, my mind is quiet. And if you don't provide that type of safety where I can let my guard down, a woman don't want it.
But see, that goes back to what I was saying: physical touch or physical exertion, or whatever you want to call it, and then emotional. Sometimes women need to cuddle and they need to sit there and complain about whatever they want to complain about to somebody to hear them.
It needs to be a safe place. Sometimes it's not safe.
Well,
and that's where I go back to these couch ornaments that think that, me just being here is a masculine presence. No.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you right now.
That's the right kind of woman.
If a man's on the couch and he's at the house all day, and she keeps keeping him around, best believe he around for a reason for her. There's a reason he's doing something, whether it be listening to her or fucking her, doing whatever. He's there. Because women are cold-blooded when it comes to if you provide value or don't provide value.
I've seen it to where they just don't feel like looking for any man.
I understand that.
Well, I know that too.
But this is the thing: women would rather be with a man that they don't like, to where they can bitch and moan and cry to him, than be by themselves. Yeah. So that's why I'm saying he provides something, because she knows the emotional support she needs is so massive that she's like, yo, I got at least to have this. If I don't have this, I don't know where I'm gonna go with it.
Sometimes you're right. I've also seen it to where
she said sometimes I'm right.
No, sometimes that is right.
Oh, okay.
But I've also seen it to where they get a high off of you need me. If you weren't on my couch, where would you be? Speaking
of that, we have somebody we worked with that has been dealing with a guy. We've said from the jump they should not deal with this person. They don't have nothing to bring to the table. They let them come live with them. And I've always said, don't ever go move in with a woman. She either move in with you or y'all get your own place together, but do not move into her place. She will disrespect you. Yeah, yeah, that's a fact.
We see it.
It depends on the woman.
Nope. It don't depend on the woman. It depends on the situation. And if you put a woman in a power situation, women always disrespect power.
I don't think that's a power situation if you can gain the power back.
Hold on. If I live in your house, you don't think you're in a power position than I am? You don't think you're in a more power position than I am?
Let's how would you gain power from that? You can gain power as the man.
No. You can't, because it's your house. Sure. If you get mad at me and you say, get out of my house.
What if you paid most of the bills?
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
I pay most of the bills. I can't kick you out of that.
Doesn't matter, because you know why? You created that environment, meaning you created getting that house, not me. So even if I give you money to pay the bills, if you get mad enough, you can say, get out of my house. And guess what? You have all the right to do that.
But it depends what type of woman that is. I don't know. I've never been to where, but I would never.
Don't say never.
I could not even see myself being like, go sleep on the couch. I'm just not that type. Okay. I am the type where I remove myself. If I'm that mad that I can't sleep next to you, I'm gonna go into the spare room.
Let me ask you a question.
I'm gonna go pack my bag and go to my.
So you would let me ask you this: you own a house, you move in your boyfriend in this house, you get mad at him, you're gonna leave your house to leave the situation?
Well, yeah.
No,
so, women don't do that. Depends, I mean, did you just move in yesterday? So that's a question. But if we've been
bring your volume by you now
for a while. If we've been living together for a while, if we've been together for a while, that's not healthy for me to. That doesn't even be healthy for you to say, get out of my house.
I want you to understand that what you're doing is you're talking like you're Dr. Phil. You're saying it wouldn't be healthy. Yes, we all know kicking somebody out the house is not a healthy thing to do.
So I can only speak for myself.
What I'm telling you is when women are mad and emotional, they act out in vengeance. They don't act out in, that is a woman's nature. When she's mad at someone, she does not take the high road.
I have never done that though.
You've never done what?
Myself.
I've
never been like, get out of my face, get away from me.
So then
I leave.
So when you are mad at someone that feel like they've used you or done you wrong, you've never taken vengeance or you've never been petty to try to hurt them. Emotionally, physically, whatever. You've never done that.
I cannot say that. I wouldn't say vengeance. I've been petty, but it's never been to an extreme. And I've never been like, leave in an argument. I let, like, when I was with my ex, anytime we would get upset, I drove to the beach and sat there. I leave, regardless of whose house we were in. I owned my own house. He owned his own house. I would either go to my house if I was at his house, or if he was at mine. I was like, I need a minute. I'm leaving. However, I am very transparent. So I say, I'm going to the beach. I'll be gone this amount of time. If I feel like I'm going to be gone longer, I'll let you know. Leave me alone.
Didn't you tell me you used to talk to him very disrespectfully?
I would say that I had become disrespectful, but I'm not saying that I wasn't disrespectful. I was saying that I never was like, get out, leave. I don't want to see. I don't do that.
I've done it.
I
kick someone out.
Mm-hmm.
Of your place, right?
I kick my ex-wife out.
It's been done to me, and I don't like how.
Do you think you could have done it if that was her place?
No.
Did it feel good?
Oh, it felt amazing.
And that's why people do it.
See, I couldn't. I would just leave. Like,
now, mind you, she was talking. She came home talking trash to me.
I kicked some people out before. Yeah. Not they weren't my roommates or nothing, but I've kicked some girls out.
Yeah, get out. I didn't even talk trash. I said, get out.
But also, it is different when you're married. Like if you're
and that's different.
To a girl and she comes in your house, get out. But same if someone
I don't know if I kick out my wife. That's kind of wild. That is a little wild to do.
And she came home talking
crazy. She must have. What was she?
Crazy.
And being kicking someone out and asking them to leave are also different. I could see being like, listen, I think you need to something.
Listen,
you need to take a step away. Do you need to go to your mother's house? Something like that.
I wasn't even asking.
But see, I don't know. Maybe it's just
you
were at a different stage in your relationship.
Yeah,
who I am.
I didn't think about that. You kicked out your own wife out the house. That's a savage.
Ex-wife.
Time of divorce?
Were y'all exes at the time?
No, it wasn't. No. I think this was the start of the
end.
Start of the end, because it was just. She went out with her friends. They hyped her up, and she came home talking shit. Then I
like, you don't ever do this. You need to.
No, she's like, I run this and all this. You know, you wouldn't be this without me and all this stuff. And mind you, she didn't really do shit for me. So I was like,
I don't
know why she came home talking crazy. I said, get out. That's all I said to her. You can get out.
All women want to hear that. They want to feel like they got credit.
She was stunned. She couldn't believe I told her to get out.
Did she? But like, did you have to like pick her up and get her up out of there? Because I know women be like, I'm not leaving. I had a girl say she wasn't leaving my own apartment. I was like, oh, you getting up out of here? I promise you that.
No, I think I got loud enough where she just like, okay, I'm leaving.
Oh, you had to get serious.
I had to get real serious.
It's gonna get real ugly for you if you don't.
She left.
Yeah, well, sometimes you gotta do that. You know, let them know you're not playing with them.
Playing around.
My way of doing things. You do something complete. Look, I ain't even got. You hear the sign, right? Complete disconnect. I will not tolerate the disrespect.
She was out of pocket. I can take the arguing.
I can take
you out of pocket.
Arguing, we could disagree.
Yeah.
The raising of the voice.
Can't yell though.
The raising of the voices, the cussing, the calling me names. I ain't tolerating none of that. I ain't got time for it. I ain't going to have time for it.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not, because this is how I feel. I'm never going to call you out your name.
Yeah.
I'm never going to be yelling at you. I might yell to bring your volume back down because what you doing is too much. And I ain't going to.
You don't really yell. You just.
I might talk louder, but I'm not yelling at you. I'm like, yo, what's going on like that? I'm never gonna be like, what the fuck you talking about? I don't do that. I ain't cussing at you. So if you doing that, you out of pocket.
And I really think that that's key for why when we argue, it's on a healthier side, because you don't yell, you don't disrespect, you don't cuss me out, and you expect the same treatment.
And when she do any of that, she already know she out of pocket. Like she know, like, yeah, he don't do that. I shouldn't have did that, and whatever, and then deal with whatever come with it. But you know, we pretty much we've had our moments like anybody.
Everybody does.
Everybody had the ups and downs, but for the most part, I will say we both come with respect, you know, towards each other and try to. I always say cooler heads prevail. I step away.
You got to sometimes.
I know. Sometimes I just need 5 minutes.
Got to.
I step away because if I keep going and it's already at the tip top, whatever I'm about to say after this is just pure hate.
And that's why I circle back to I personally don't think I could see myself being like, get out of my house, because I naturally, if I'm angry, I need a few minutes. I need silence and in my own head.
I don't kick 4 women out of my house.
2.
I'll kick a woman out.
Well, no, yeah, but
don't get me twisted.
No, I'm talking about just a girl I was dealing with. I kicked 4 of them out.
You counted?
Yeah, I had to count. I'm thinking like 1, 2, 3. 1, I kicked out because she tried to do that get loud crap on me, and she slammed my door. Oh, I went right back after her. I said, who you think you slamming doors around here for? Don't you ever come around? She called, please, you out. That was one. That was the first one. The second one, she was she came over the house, and she was, what did she do? She said something. She said some, because women real slick with it. They love to say some slick shit, try to catch you, like how you gonna react to it. She might have said something like, you a little bitch, something. I said, what? Oh yeah, you gotta get the fuck on now. Go, you out, you done. And then the other one, she tried to play this game of we gonna fuck around the next day. I let her stay the night. And I was like, and back then I don't never let no girl. I ain't never let girls stay the night with me. I'm like, nah, you ain't staying no night with me. Nah, I don't play that. But she stayed the night, and I don't know why I let her do it. Maybe it was because I don't know, we were drinking, whatever case may be. I let her stay the night. So the next day we try to like, I tried to like, what's up? You try to do something with her? She was just like, no, I'm not trying to play that type of game with me. Oh yeah, you gotta go. You kicking me out? Yeah. What I look like? I ain't one of them. Go on. And I kicked her ass out. And then I don't remember what the other one was. I kicked another girl out too, probably for saying something stupid. But and they be think they you could tell a lot of guys have not kicked women out. They dealt with a lot of bullshit because the look on women's faces when you kick them out is like they're so flabbergasted about it. There's like
can't believe it.
Like what? Like it doesn't compute in their brain that a man is telling them to leave me alone. You're done. Disconnect. She hates it with a passion, but disconnect from any form from a woman is like, it's almost like atomic bomb blew up in their head. They don't know how to deal with it because their whole life has been men wanting to be around them. And when you say, I don't want to be around you, she don't get it, but this is what happens to women. They start to think what I've done. I had to have caused this because this doesn't happen on a regular basis with men. They sit back and once they calm their emotions down, they start thinking about what they really did and say, I shouldn't have did that shit. I don't need to do that. He don't deserve. Why am I doing that anyway?
Sometimes I deserve it.
No man deserves disrespect. If you want to disrespect a man, leave him. He ain't worth it. If you're gonna disrespect him, wow, you really disrespecting yourself.
I disrespected men after I was done. Like we're done.
You're disrespecting yourself because just like I tell men, why would you ever disrespect your woman? She's you in another form. You are a reflection of you. So if I'm disrespecting my woman, I'm disrespecting myself. If I think she ain't shit, I'm not shit.
Yeah.
So that's just how I see it. And if you're gonna disrespect me, why are we even dealing with each other?
100%.
You know, it's a difference between you just disagreeing with somebody.
Yeah, you can disagree without being disrespectful.
But you know what I'm talking about? How they do that slick shit. Yeah. They do real slick, yeah. And then this how they know. This how they try to code it and code it with something. They'll say, "I'm just playing.
I was just playing. I ain't really
playing my ass." you play with your little nephews and nieces and brothers. Don't play with me.
My mom can be real
slick.
I don't act like that with you.
No, she don't. She unattempted maybe like 1.5 times.
Yeah, but he has been like, if we're gonna continue down this road, you can go. And I'm like, ooh.
Yeah, I know
better though.
And I say that you wouldn't go down this road. Okay,
but see, I'm not like trying to be cocky. I mean exactly what I'm saying. Like, if you go down this road, we won't talk ever again, and I'll just live with that, whatever come with that, and
I think
it'll never be my doing.
I think up to a certain age, women feel invincible, like no man, because we grow up thinking like, "Ooh, boys are supposed to hit girls, da 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 da. Boys are supposed to do this, da da." What girls don't realize, the other day when we were talking in the car, girls don't realize if you wanted to, you could kill me.
Oh yeah, we was talking. She was listening to the podcast before about wrestling and
if he wanted to, he could kill me without much effort. Women don't realize that, and I feel like they just take for granted that men maybe are nice or are that attracted to them that they're so irresistible that a man can't tell them to leave or can't.
I remember having an argument with my sister, and she was like, "Women should rule the world. If we rule the world, everything be better." Or like I was like, "Tiff," I said, "What are you talking about?" I said, she said they shouldn't even they should let everything just be what it is, whatever it's gonna be. I said, "Tiff, do you understand that men are the reason you are in the position you're in, far as safety and any form of like doing what you want to do for when you want to do it?" I said, there's men at the top who tame and control men at the bottom to not do what they want to do. We follow our own rules.
And you could really go down a rabbit hole with that, because think about it. Men were, and I don't know how to phrase this, the stronger, the more superior sex at some point, to where they got control in the first place. They allowed women, and I hate to sound like that, but they allowed women to work. They allowed women to vote. They allowed women to come outside the home. Besides, look, there's still some other countries where women are.
Yeah, I argued that with my sister. I told her, I said, "Tiff, you do know without men, women wouldn't never had the right to vote in the first place." She's like, we made that happen. I said, "No, you didn't." I said, think about it. I said, think about it. Think about if men really didn't want to allow women to be women and be themselves and figure out that. I said, do you understand if there was no rules? If there literally was no rules or repercussions for men, how the world would be? I said, y'all would all be in cages.
Complete chaos. I met a woman at the hospital. She was a cleaner. She was from the Congo in Africa. And she said she realized the importance of men when she grew up. At night, they would have to be near men because people will come into the village
and kidnap them,
and take them.
Just take them for their own.
Take them.
And they couldn't do nothing about it.
Nothing.
I'm saying the women could not. If a man wanted to take you, truly, if you do not have a weapon, it's just hand to hand. There is nothing you can do unless you are a trained, like really martial artist and know, like, and I'm not even, and even then, that might be too much. But I was telling myself, I said, this is literally what would happen. Men would have you in cages. You would be used as breeding. Like we would just come in, do what we want to do with you, force you to raise the kids, take care of the kids. And if anybody wanted to go against what they just kill you.
That's
and
it.
go to the next one. Because like it's only gonna take so many of the women that are like trying to fight back. They would, just like slavery, they would kill you and keep the ones who are compliant with it. And it because like, and she's like, well, women would just overthrow you. I said, what are you talking about? I said, you could get 100 women and get 50 men, half of that. And those 50 men would beat the hell out of 100 women.
My argument was always this: when a woman says women should rule the world, I said, y'all can't even get along with each other.
Amen.
and then it always shuts them down.
One of the videos that you were watching the other day, the with the date, the second date thing.
Yeah.
Where the girl was like, "You don't understand my life. It's so hard to live with other women." Isn't that true?
Yes.
Think of Battle of the Sexes. The MTV used to always do Battle of the Sexes. I think they did it like 5 or 6 times.
The men always
won.
And that's why, and I'm not trying to get political. I'm not trying to get in this, but that's why I feel like transgenders, sports, stay with your birth
sex.
Yes.
No.
And
I'm really not trying to get, because I am all for all of it, but it's like naturally men are beasts.
Well, you do know if they do a transgender league where it's men and women, all the captains would be the trans one. Like it'd be a woman's team and the transgender would be the captain. Be like, all right, look, this is
man, this is what we're gonna do, guys.
You know.
But yeah, in the Battle of Sexes, it was always the men always said that was structured. Like, okay, whoever has the lowest score, they get eliminated, and all the guys were like, okay,
and, yes. And the women would always take out the top competitor, like, because they were like petty about her.
I don't like her.
I don't like how she fucking talks about. Like, yeah, but she's our leading scorer. They're like, who cares? We're friends. Just fuck her. And then it would be left. The last like 5 people would be like the worst players. And they would just get dominated by the guys.
The dude, it got to like, it always got to like halfway through the show when all the top women players were gone. Like the guys weren't even trying anymore.
They're like, yo, we don't even let the bottom 3 guys beat these girls.
I feel like I would have to have someone half my age. Like I'm even thinking of my nephew. He's 26, and he'd probably take me. Dante?
Your
nephew.
The one that's a police officer?
Yeah.
You mean probably take you?
Say.
There's no way you would take. Listen, there ain't one woman in y'all house that could take him. Not one. He's a police officer.
Yeah.
I'm
younger too.
And I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
I'm not even trying to be funny.
Yeah.
Your little nephew.
Rude.
I'm not even trying to be funny. Y'all,
He's 10.
Yes, you give him 3 years, he'll beat you up.
When that testosterone hit.
If it was a fight to the death, I believe in 3 years he could kill you over you killing him. That's just my opinion. Yeah. I don't think you might as well like I said, once we get testosterone in us, 14, 15 years old, you might as well say
it's so important to teach respect to young men
because we've dealt with seeing young boys who weren't respectful to the women. They were respectful towards me, but when they get that inkling that they could be disrespectful to women who's like, I say, yo, you got to treat women with the most respect, because not only are they the weaker sex, but you was created by a woman.
Mm-hmm. There's this There's this visitor. There's this visitor comes in. She brings her son, and the father is disrespectful towards her. I mean, just outright. He's like, yeah, he's straight just, and you can tell he's seeing this, and he's constantly. This woman cannot tell this little boy what to do. He 8 years old.
Shut up, mom.
And like he bugging like that. He bugging like that.
Listen, make me want to get up out the chair.
But guess what? He don't do. He don't talk crazy to me. I get up and tell him, sit down. I'm not even this man's father. I'm like, sit down on the chair. And guess what he do? Sit down. And I was like, this why? And I tell this to him. I said, look, the way you treating your lady, your son see this, and that's why he always bugging out on her. Cause you bugging out on her. He learning from you.
Yeah. He learning that this is how you talk to a woman.
You talk to a woman. I said, what's going to happen is he going to talk crazy with these female officers. I'm going to have to snatch him up. That's just going to be.
And I told, on the opposite end, I be telling single mothers, watch how you talk to your son. Mm-hmm. Because how you talk to your son is going to teach him about how he's supposed to be talked to by women. So when he gets older, he's gonna be very submissive, and he's gonna let women talk to him disrespectfully. He's gonna stand up for himself.
And you know what's crazy too? I noticed about rapists, child molesters, and pedophiles. They all hate women. They all have a problem with women, especially women in authority.
Yeah,
they will talk crazy to a female officer. They talk crazy to a female officer, and then let one say, "Yo, what's the problem?" Oh, ain't no problem. Ain't no problem. I'm just,
this bitch.
Yeah, that's what it. That's what they do.
I want to trip running over to them.
Why you come over here? Okay, she's tired. You want to go sit down? Okay. But yeah, that's.
I noticed that dealing with them, they all have some type of issue with women. And it's usually their mother or some type of auntie or something, like someone above them.
Most of the time, a lot of them they got abused by women.
Yeah,
either sexually or verbally.
And hate.
They don't understand. Women don't understand how important they are to the growth of a young man's confidence.
Yes.
You have to make him feel confident in himself and that he's smart and he can do stuff. Just like a woman, just like a young girl, a man needs to understand how important he is to make her feel confident in herself. So she ain't having to seek confidence from a man her whole life. She feel confident enough to hold her own. Her dad taught her that she worth something.
And that's why I've taken my nieces under my wing, because their situation with their father is not good. They see a lot of negative things about men in their lives.
Yeah.
So I try to show them that, look, not every man around you
is a scumbag.
It's not like this. Because I've told you the situation, but they're starting to get into
dibble dabble. Yeah.
Yeah. And
getting older.
They're getting older. Things are happening.
Uncle about to go to jail.
I'm trying to go to jail. I'm trying not to go crazy on somebody, but it's just
it's only a matter of time for they becoming young women. Yeah.
And I want them to.
It's so bad for young women today.
The
environment that they're in and what they view as women.
It's
the role models of women is so.
And I'm trying to steer them away from the light.
I feel bad because there's no respect that the women look up to today for women.
Yeah.
It's pushed so much in their heads of being, I gotta be the one shaking my ass, and I gotta be the one talking about fuck kids, I'm gonna have abortions and all this. I don't know.
And I don't want them to go down that road because they're very smart. I have to say, my family has been blessed with I got none of my nieces. I actually have one nephew coming, actually first nephew in the family.
Oh, he about to be catered to everything.
Oh, yeah, it's about to be a wrap.
The women of the family are gonna love him.
My mother has wanted a grandson for God knows.
Go ahead, talk to about how when a boy is born in the family of women.
Oh, it's totally different.
Oh yeah, and my nephew, he's 26. Well, my oldest nephew, 26. I was 10 when he was born. Just on Thanksgiving. So we had Thanksgiving, all the leftovers. I'm like, my dad was like, "Oh, I'm gonna take this home." I said, "No."
He gets it all.
Dante needs that. He is a growing boy. Now, mind you, he's 26 years old. I'm like, no.
I'm a grown man.
And he takes full advantage of it. He's like, "Yep, I'm growing. Go ahead, give me that."
26 years old. You're grown, sir.
Until he gets a woman, like a wife, all the women, the aunties, they all gonna take care of him.
Because we like to feel needed. We like when a man, not necessarily a man, but like
forget the 26-year-old young boy that's growing up. Let's talk about the little nephew that's just born. That baby,
he don't get put down.
Listen,
the second they come in the house, I'm like,
they're fighting over him.
Give me this baby.
The aunties are fighting over him.
I take them out of his car seat. Hands are already reaching, trying to take him out of my hands. No, I never get to hold him when I'm with family. So I go over there to hold.
It's gonna be like that for my little nephew.
Listen,
little Malik.
Like it's literally gonna be like
they want to feed him. They want to kiss him. They want to hold him.
But that's the nurture. Listen, we get that at work too, though.
We do,
but not to that degree.
My sister will be trying to take him. I'm like,
that's true. Because if we're like, if we haven't eaten, you don't see us eating nothing, we ain't bring nothing to eat. They're like, you ain't eating nothing for lunch? Like, no. Oh, I gotta get here. Have some of this or do this. They want to just.
I'm big. I eat pistachios just about every day.
Yes,
it is a cornerstone of my diet. I love eating pistachios. It got to the point where women were bringing me food because they thought I was going through something. Like
that all you were eating was pistachios.
Yeah, I was like, it's like, look,
that and hot Cheetos.
Hot Cheetos. They was like, look, I'm gonna need you to eat this.
It's like a need. Just like when a woman's like, oh my god, this is so heavy. Can you lift it? You're like, oh yeah, I'll come. You know, most of the time.
Not gonna lie, I hate that shit.
I don't mind. There's a bit. It depends on who it is.
Let's say it was your girl.
No, let's say it was Miss Anderson. Miss Anderson, hey McCoy, you. It's always. Like yes, you get it. You do get a feeling of importance and neediness to help somebody that you care. But if you don't like them, no.
We love to do what we can, and for a woman, especially if you're not my man.
Yeah, Miss Anderson does that all the time for me. She's like, "Can you pick this? I pick this box and put it over there for me. I can't. I'm like, I got you.
We know. I don't care what you say. You guys like it. You guys.
Too. We like it for the right people.
Well, yeah.
If we don't like you,
be like, God,
can you do anything for yourself?
I feel like they're superior. They're stronger. So if something really is clearly, I'm not going to have you pick up something that's not that heavy.
I'm sorry, but after a while,
and it depends on how you say it.
Yeah, after a while, that damsel in distress, I ain't gonna hold you. That shit gets old. It gets old fast.
I think it gets.
The shoe could be put on the other foot. When a man looks like he's like, stop it. When a man looks like he's like, oh my god, I burn water. I just don't know what I'm doing. You're like pathetic.
Well, like the only time I'm ever that way is if I'm like sick. I'm a big baby when I'm sick.
Take care of you, though.
So
they think we all big babies when we sick.
But see, this is the thing.
It's called the man flu for a reason.
This is the thing. You know why? Because we're actually truly sick. It doesn't happen often. Women complain so much. They're so used to feeling, I guess, sickly that when they're sick, they're like, "Well, I still have to take care of the kids. I still have to do this."
Because
okay, we'll do it.
Never stop. If we were to have children, I'm not saying you, I don't know yet, but I have seen women who have children and they're sick, and if the husband or the father was like, "Here, I'm taking the kids out. Rest. Please sleep in. I woke up at 5:30 with the baby. Please." Yeah,
but this is the thing. Let's say we do.
My father do that.
No, we done it. But this is the thing. When we come home and we see you out of bed and you on the phone talking to your girlfriend, you're like, "Well, damn it, you must not be that damn sick."
No.
Oh yeah, you're immaculate recovery. Got it.
How often do I act sick?
You say you sick all the time.
No.
No.
I have headaches a lot, but I've had some very bad migraines to where a headache is.
Okay, pause for a second. Let me ask you a question. When you have a huge headache or migraine, how do you act?
I
Don't say nothing. Right, how do you act?
I lay down. I don't talk to nobody. Leave me alone.
The normal signs of a headache, right? Migraine. Cut the light off. Yeah. I need to be quiet. Don't be yelling around me.
Talk to me.
Let me just get a cold towel, something like that. What she do is what she doing right now. She talk, and she actually talk more. Listen, and I'm like, are you really having a headache, or are you just saying that?
I do not. This probably sounds weird, but it'll make sense when I'm not. I don't puke ever. I used to jokingly say, if I throw up, I'm pregnant, because I never throw up. I had migraines every day for 3 months straight, to the point where I was puking. A headache ain't nothing to me, because I went through it every day for 3 months. I'm telling you, it was the worst. So now, even I've had migraines and they're still not as bad. I had one that was really bad the other day, and I called out of work, and I was like, I don't know why, but I was like, what I said, let's go to the store or something. I was driving, but I'm around the store, like, you can clearly tell I'm acting different. I have my hood over my face. I'm not talking as much. Still talking, but not as much. He don't even notice. I told him my head hurt so bad I called out of work. I work from home.
It's hard to notice somebody when they're just talking like there's nothing wrong. You could tell. Listen, if you like you said, when you have a headache, your whole demeanor changes. You stop talking. You're trying to quiet the music down. You're trying to close your eyes. She's just sitting there talking, and I'm just like, well, you can't. She did put her head over her eyes. She did put her hood over her eyes.
I was not very talkative. Every day that week I did have a headache, but that was the worst day.
I don't know. I felt like one of the best days I've ever encountered. I didn't know what was going on. I just thought it was just like, yeah, it's it. I just felt away.
All right. Everybody handling their sickness different. I like to be left alone.
Men usually do. Women, no. And it's natural in our body. We can take sicknesses a little bit better. And it's natural in our body that we got to just keep going.
Well, and the last things before we get up out of here. Yeah, what I'm going to ask you personally, what's one thing you're leaving behind in 2024?
Me personally?
Yes, you.
Negativity. Anybody that's being negative, complaining.
All right, don't worry. This is recorded, so I got that on tape. All right, you said negativity, complaining.
Yeah.
Okay, what else?
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Beans.
Bread.
Bread. Okay, all right. That's on there.
Using things as an excuse, like say you're claiming mental health for some reason. No, I know. Yeah. Using it, yeah, there it is. Using it as a crutch.
Mm-hmm.
Not me.
So like
dealing with people who
I got ADHD, so I can't.
Yeah, you're not even trying to fix or change anything. I got you. I'm leaving people like that. And they're like, that's what you're doing? You gonna do that over there.
Sometimes I
have to eat right now. I have to eat every 20 minutes because I have diabetes, huh?
Yeah.
It's just like that. I'm like,
as if you're using that, I
don't know. I don't know the rules on diabetes, but yeah, I guess
you shouldn't be eating that much.
Yeah.
Never the things that they should be.
I know, right?
I'm gonna say what I'm leaving behind 2024 is being complacent.
That's a good one.
Being complacent and accepting mediocrity.
Yeah.
I'm refusing to accept that anymore for myself. And I need to stop. I need to hold not only myself but people around me accountable. But mainly myself. If I can hold myself accountable, then I will hold everybody else around me.
I've always felt like you have. I don't know what area of your life you're talking about. Like I'm gonna give you an example. Like, remember we were working out together at Body of Wealth,
Mm-hmm.
and you would go home and like eat KFC.
Yeah.
You would come back and tell me that's what you did. Like, and I would never know if you never.
I do admit
that's transparency. He has a guilty conscience, but sometimes I would say he is accountable for the most part. But there's times where he'll be like, I had a donut at work because somebody brought in donuts and they offered it to me. That to me is not really being accountable. You're being honest, but no, you had it because you had a moment of weakness and you wanted to do that. We all do
it is
that.
being accountable. You're just not. You mean no? If anything, it's not being.
You're not being accountable because you're like, oh well, somebody offered it to me and I couldn't tell them no. They were so nice. It was so and so's birthday. This isn't an exact example. But like
it was a horrible example.
No, but it's saying like, oh, I had to eat a piece of birthday cake. It was so and so's birthday. That's not accountability.
I think admitting that you did something that no one else would know about is still holding yourself accountable.
That's being transparent.
Yeah, well, when he would tell me about like the KFC, he would tell me why it wouldn't.
No,
you know, he would be like, "Look,
thanks, Dr. Phil over there." All right. All right. Well, I think that's it. That's good for this year. We will see y'all on the other end of 2025. Some changes are definitely gonna be made. Yeah. And hopefully you got something from this video, man. Like, comment, subscribe. We'll see y'all in 2025. I'm your boy Canteen. This is my man Beans. You got anything else you want to say?
Happy New Year's.
Yep.
And get those resolutions.
Get it going. All right. We'll holler at you. Peace.
Nigga! That's gotta be racist.
Daddy.